You know, sometimes, man, it's good to hear from somebody that you might think is successful that can share a piece of information, because a lot of people, that's really all that's missing from a person.
Just say, I can. Yeah, come on, I can. I can. Come on, one time. Yep, I will. Yep, I must.
Develop the ability to act. Take action. Not hasty if it isn't required, but don't lose much time. Here's the time to act. When the idea is hot and the emotion is strong.
We do our best when our destinations are beyond the measurement. We are thinking of the finish line, nowhere in process the approach is the destination, and we are never finished. Some of you just got to begin to believe. For some of you, what I want you to do is throw something on a wall. Every time I see you, I say the same thing because I think we overcomplicate it. It's the power of the choice, the power of using the people around you and not being afraid of failing, but being afraid of not trying. You can't just talk about wanting to win. You have to prepare to win, and you have to expect to win.
Going from this level to the next level, it's just a piece of information. It's not money, it's information. Because being successful is just knowing the principles of success. Like, if you understood a very simple principle, the principle of gratitude, do you understand that if you were to wake up every day and go down the list of things and just tell God what you're grateful for? Don't wake up a single day without going down the list of things you're grateful for. It could be something minute. You know, waking up, you should really thank him every day, because I don't know if you notice or not, you really don't have the ability to wake yourself up. You really don't. A lot of alarm clocks go off and people don't answer the bell.
I don't care if you got to listen to me 1,000 times. I need you to get crystal clear about your future. Because the only reason why you are here, the only reason why you're alive is because you have work to do. And you got to figure out, why on earth are you here? What is your destiny? What is the dream that God has given you? You got to have like a shark mentality, because if a shark swims backward, it dies. A shark can only move forward. And so I need you every single day you wake up to smell blood and go after that dream. Come on, you ain't hungry no more? Next 100, I need you to stay focused. Why? You should still be hungry. What have you eaten that got you satisfied? What have you done? What have you accomplished that got you so full? I have too much to accomplish.
Your alarm clock can go off, but God has to shake you, to wake you, so you hear them. That's, you know, it's not the alarm. So if you wake up every day and you go down the list of things that you're grateful for, what God does in return is he gives you more things to be grateful for, because he's a very wise and generous God, right? If you're not grateful for the things I've given you, and you have no gratitude for it, and that seems to be really mundane to you, it's burdensome, why would I overload you with some more stuff that you ain't grateful for? See, gratitude, man, people don't understand how important that little thing is. Even if you don't have a plan, even if you don't know what your next move is, if you just woke up every day and just thanked him for just all the things you can go down, the next day, the very next day,
to be satisfied with where I am right now. I have too much on the line. I have too many people depending on me to win. I must stay hungry. You got to get hungry, 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 hungry. Eliminate all distractions. Eliminate all distractions. So you got to have a goal. You got to have a dream. You got to get hungry. And then you got to get real disciplined. Because motivation will get you going. A speech will get you fired up. But discipline is going to give you the power to stay committed to whatever that goal is.
You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there. It's time for you to stop being comfortable at the bottom. Get your butt up and get to where you're supposed to be. The Bible says he was in a pig pen and he came to himself and he went home. Get your butt up.
Do not let misery control the life that you have. Do not let anyone tell you how to live. And do not let anyone validate your purpose. Do not let anyone validate your destiny. Someone told you a long time ago that you wasn't worthy. Someone looked you in the eye and said, He wasn't going to make it I say to you right now that you will make it I say to you right now that you must make it I say to you right now that you must tell excuses, fear, and doubt that it has no place in your place of business. For this is your life that you are fighting for. This is your life that you are living for. And make no mistake, no one is going to do you better than you.
That's the time to act. You say, Mr. Rohn, I'd like to have a library like yours. See if you feel strong about that. What you got to do is get the first book and then get the second book. Before the feeling passes and before the idea gets dim, action pronto, action immediate, action as soon as possible. Because if you don't, here's what happens. We call it the law of diminishing intent. We intend to when the idea strikes us. We intend to when the emotion is high. But now if you don't translate that into action fairly soon, now the intent starts to diminish. And a month from now, it's cold. A year from now, can't be found. So act.
You pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're doing everything right. I'm not coach right now. I'm your conscience. You're in a fight between will and skill. I say will first because that's where you are. You locked and loaded with skill. You practicing every day. You putting in your work. You buying everything. You making an investment. You living your dream. You walking like your dream. You surrounding yourself around your dream. You got mentors, everything. You putting your work in. You got your skill. Now it's a test of your will. It's a mindset thing you in right now. It's a mindset thing because your challenge ain't moving. Your mountain is not moving. You don't feel like you're making any progress. You're not physically moving when you see everything else around you and other people around you moving. You're in the test of your will right now.
Don't wait for something to happen, you make it happen. You make it happen for a reason and take full responsibility and control of this thing we call life. Excellence, do you really believe that it's something that happens overnight and can't be given to you? No one is going to hand it to you. You have to sleep, you have to breathe, you have to eat it. Every single day of your life, applause, until you achieve that greatness. When we talk about excellence, we are talking about an obsession to outwork and outperform. Everybody in the room, what is your current standard on life on excellence? Or how you pursue things, how you operate, basically when you show up.
Set up a discipline when the emotions are high and the idea is strong and clear and powerful. That's the time to set up the discipline. Somebody talks about good health and you're stirred. It's right. You need to get a book on nutrition. Get the book before the idea passes and before the emotion gets cold. Go for the book. Start the library. Start the process. Fall on the floor. Do some push-ups. Action. Gotta take action. Otherwise, the wisdom is wasted. Otherwise, the emotion soon passes. Unless you put it into a disciplined activity. Capture. Disciplines is called how to capture the emotion and how to capture the wisdom and translate it into equity. Disciplines. Now, here's what's important about disciplines. All disciplines affect each other. In fact, here's a good philosophical phrase. Everything affects everything else. Nothing stands alone.
Because life says it has a little more test for you. You can look at your challenge with skill, and it will see it just as that. A challenge. Or you can look at your challenge with will and see it as much. And listen to me clearly. You may forget this face, you may forget this voice, you may forget who told you, but get your pads out. Don't ever forget these words that I'm about to tell you. If you want to be great in this life, you only have one choice, gentlemen. You only have one choice. You can make choices that just get you remembered, or you can make choices that ultimately make you a legend.
You show up in an excellent way. Do you show up with an average way? How do you show up in a mediocre, have prepared, half thought out way? Listen to me very carefully. Excellence is about standard, and excellence is a requirement for your dream to come true when others are sleeping. You need to be awake, work on having an excellent driven mindset. Sure, there are going to be some times and you're going to just fall to the left, and you may even fall to the right. You may even fall back. Learn from your mistakes, grow from your mistakes, and become unique, but never quit. Music, don't stop moving forward.